Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Smuggler Edition. Now, as you can see, we're riding Jeff, and he's actually really liking the sun, because he's a lizard, and he very much likes the sun, but yes, unfortunately, we're going to have to get off him now, and we have Bodar with us as well, and we're going to head into the cantina, who is, well, it's apparently named after the fellow that we are here to see. And it might be an idea to actually speak to Bodar as well. So I think we're going to speak to Bodar before we head in.
You tell me what a Wookiee might want to buy. I could arrange a run there. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yes, that is lucky. Someone else died before he had to make that choice. Wow. 100 years, huh? Oh yeah, well, I seem to remember something, a little bit of tidbit of knowledge where Wookiees live, I think, 400 years, do they? I'm sure one of you knows anyway. So, let's head in and speak to Two Creek. I'm sure he's going to be extremely happy to see us. Probably not. So I'm going to buff up just in case he is wanting to kill us. Or just in case this is some sort of ambush. It's happened before.
Ah, Reach's business partner, here at last. Impressive. I'm honored she felt the need to make a show of strength. She must think very highly of me.
If you smell anything else, let me know.
I'm sorry to say this, but you've come at a bad time to do business. Things are tense.
You promised that sensor computer, and you're gonna deliver it.
Honoring my promise is difficult under such dangerous conditions.
Hey, pretty face! You don't belong here.
I'm not looking for any trouble.
Then you definitely don't belong here.
Excuse me, but I suddenly feel an urge to put away all the breakable things.
I'm only a weary traveler. There's plenty of room here for both of us, my friend.
You're not my friend, got it?
Leave the girl alone if you know what's good for you.
What are you? Some kind of human lover? Butt out, fool!
You want to leave me alone. You want to stop noticing me.
You're really starting to annoy me. Men? Let's show pretty face what we do with people who annoy me.
If you want to pick a fight, why not pick me?
You got a big mouth. I'm gonna enjoy shutting it. Men, kill them both!
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that she was a Jedi because she tried to use, what was it? She tried to use Force Persuade on him, and I thought that was kind of amusing because obviously it didn't work. He is a, what is he, a Weequay? Yeah, he's a Weequay, so I don't know whether they have some kind of immunity to it, but yeah, I thought that was kind of amusing how she was like, you want to leave me alone. You don't want to bother me, and so on and so forth, and it's kind of amusing because it did not work at all. I always find it amusing in the movies as well, whenever someone tries to use, you know, Force Persuade or whatever, that when it doesn't work and the other guy or girl in the conversation is just like, okay, so why are you waving your hand around at me? What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, that's great.
I wish this hadn't ended in violence, but it was brave of you to intervene.
What can I say? I'm a sucker for a beautiful woman.
You acted based on your perception of my physical appearance? That makes no sense. My name is Nariyal. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm looking for Vaveron Zare. An agent of evil and servant of the Sith Empire. Have you heard of her?
Whoever Zare is, I bet she's not nearly as gorgeous as you.
Zare is a being of vast darkness and a grave threat to the galaxy. I hear she's taken an interest in the local underworld, so I came to observe these criminals and gain information.
Stick with me, sweetheart. I'll find the Zare before sundown.
That's kind, but I can't place you in harm's way. I sense you're destined for greater things than consorting with common criminals. I must continue my search for Vaveron Zare. May the Force be with you.
I see, so a female Jedi and a female Sith are apparently on Tatooine as well. I can assume that that is going to be the subplot in our main sort of story branch here. Very cool. It's about time, actually, that we have been introduced to Jedi/Sith things, because right now all we've been dealing with are gangsters and, you know, that kind of thing. Gangsters, Imperial things, and nothing much Jedi-Sith-like, which is kind of a shame, because I'd like to interact with them more. I feel like the dynamic that Han Solo and Luke had in the original movies, obviously, that was actually pretty funny. You know, I thought they were very good together, and that's obviously the Smuggler and Jedi connection. Anyway, let's speak to Two Creek, who is actually kind of a cool guy, I think. I'm just going to put away these things, because I can... These breakables. Yes, I've got to save the breakables.
I thought she'd never leave. Look at this mess. Our gang has enough problems without Jedi chasing Sith through our territory.
The infamous Diago Hickson has trouble?
Our organization is under attack by a gang of Geonosians. Last week they took over our spice warehouse. Killed everyone, including a fellow lieutenant who had the only way of contacting Diago.
What do you mean, the only way to call your boss?
Diago hates it when we bother him. He got so angry, he killed a crate dragon, gave us lieutenants one fang to share. Only the lieutenant with the crate dragon fang can speak to Diago, and you helped kill the men I was sending to get it.
You got a brilliant plan, right?
The way I see it, this is at least partly your fault. If you want your sensor computer, get me that crate dragon fang.
One reptile tooth coming right up.
My deceased associate kept the fang at the spice warehouse. Place is crawling with Geonosians. Won't be easy. Discouraging those Geonosians from sticking around will give us leverage with the boss. Just a suggestion. I'm heading for Diago's summer palace at these coordinates. Meet me there with the crate dragon fang.
Oh, well, that actually sounds easy enough, doesn't it? Does it? Well, at least I don't have to kill a crate dragon by myself. I mean, I can imagine that would be pretty tricky, wouldn't it? Yes, that would be pretty tricky. So, we are now going to be attempting to recover the dragon tooth, but obviously that's going to mean that we are going to go through a bunch of Geonosians. I remember Geonosians from Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation 2, and one of the most fun games regarding Star Wars that I've ever played. And I can just actually remember playing, what was it? Galactic Conquest? Yeah, Galactic Conquest. That brings me back, because whenever you would play Galactic Conquest, you would just go through the entire galaxy and you'd participate in all kinds of battles, and oh, that was amazing, because you even got to play as Darth Maul on Mustafar. And it's actually kind of weird how he was the hero on Mustafar. You would assume that it would be someone else, like Anakin, for example, but yeah, a little bit weird. A little bit weird how they decided that Darth Maul should be on Mustafar. I'm not complaining, because, wow, he was amazing in that game. Very, very cool, and a totally underrated and underused character, in my opinion. But, anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I can remember fighting against the Geonosians, and their... What did they have? They had sort of like sonic blasters or something like that. They made kind of like a whoosh sound whenever they fired them, and it was on... I think it was on Tatooine, or... No, it was on Geonosis. Yeah, it was on Geonosis that you would actually fight the Geonosians in Star Wars Battlefront. Yeah, exactly. Star Wars Battlefront 2, that is, obviously, but yeah, that is... that brings me back, doesn't it? Yeah, and you could take all kinds of different bases, and yeah, it was just an overall hilariously fun time because you could pick all kinds of different classes, and if you haven't played Star Wars Battlefront 2, I'm pretty sure you can pick it up very, very cheap, and you can still play, I would assume, you can still play the single-player modes, because obviously there is a multiplayer, but I would assume that that's kind of not active any further, because most people would have either have transferred to the new Battlefront, which didn't really live up to expectations as far as I'm aware, but otherwise is reasonable. But a lot of people have said that it is, what is it? Battlefront? Battlefront. Ugh, that's a new game. EA, get on that. Yep, they're gonna develop that. Yeah, Battlefront or Battlefield. Yes, that's it. Battlefield, not Battle. Yes, I'm getting mixed up. Battlefield in the Star Wars universe. A lot of people have said that instead of it being the, shall we say, the class-based fun that we knew in Star Wars Battlefront 2. So, a little bit of a shame there, but what can you do? What can you do? So, we're going to be fighting 25 of these Geonosians, and I guess I'll see you after, or near to when, the bonus mission is complete. And another reason why I love the Scoundrel, as I've already mentioned, the healing ability. I haven't had to use my recuperate skill at all, and literally all I've had to do is use the slow release med pack every, I don't know, after every 2 packs or something along those lines, because obviously I'm using a tanking companion, so he takes most of the aggro, but if I take any damage, then that is just easily remedied by the slow release med pack, and otherwise I can just stay in melee all the time and use my amazing blaster whip and sucker punch and all the amazing things, and there's the bonus mission complete as well. And I guess we're gonna be retrieving the tooth that easily? Okay.
Well, I'm pleased Diago finally responded to my provocation. I was expecting a bit more. Is that absurd little trophy the reason Diago sent you?
You got a name?
My name is Vavarone Zer. I'm interested in discussing a bargain with Diago Hickson.
Knock yourself out.
The man is notoriously hard to reach. That's why I'm allowing you to speak with me. I've been prodding Diago for weeks. Raid a business here, kill a lieutenant there. It's like he hasn't noticed. I thought sending the Geonosians to raid this operation would surely draw him out. But all I've got is you.
Maybe Diago sent me here to kill you.
You're adorable, but I'm not here to fight. I'm seeking a small crimson box. One curio of many in Diago's personal collection. I'll give him whatever he wants for the box. But I need to arrange a meeting. Can you do that?
Are you looking to hire me?
If you serve me, you serve yourself. For your assistance, you'll receive a gift few beings ever enjoy. The pleasure of my company. You'll be the only member of your species who experiences me as something besides a master. I offer the chance of a lifetime. All I ask is that you arrange a meeting for me with Diago.
I'd really like to help you, truly, but I can't.
As you wish. I hope you survive disappointing me. That was fun, but unnecessary. Now run along and reconsider my offer. Until we meet again.
You come up with that saying by yourself?
I agree. Wow, so that is the female Sith that is wandering around, and we have a female Jedi as well, so it is... wow, okay, we are going to get caught in the middle, apparently, and hopefully not end up with a lightsaber through our chest, and yeah, that would actually be kind of sad, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be kind of sad. Oh my, okay, well, I think that is actually going to be it for this episode, and next time we will be speaking to Tukrik in, I don't even know how to get here, so that's the reason why I'm ending the episode, because it's going to take me a bit of time to actually get there in itself, and it's already getting a little bit late. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna... how do I get round there? Because this way is certainly not the way, because if you go around here, this is going to be a cliffside. So I assume it's up this road here, and then maybe I go that way, but... Oh, Tatooine, even though I really do quite like the planet, due to the experiences that I had in Knights of the Old Republic, because I actually really enjoyed the planet there. Oh, yeah, on this game, or in this game, yeah, it's a little bit different, because even though I do like the scenery, the suns, the desert, and obviously Jeff absolutely loves the sun, yeah, apart from that, the layout is a little bit irritating. So, anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.